guys for coming by today. I'm Phyllis. I'm in Tennessee, Hazelwood Homestead, and today I have pulled a recipe out of Taste of Home magazine. I printed it off, and today what we're going to make is a pinto bean pie. I've never made one, but it just sounded so good. I love pinto beans, so I thought, well, let's just make us a pinto bean pie. So what I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to step over to my microwave and I'm going to melt or soften 5 tablespoons of butter. Now this recipe will be in the description box below. I'm going to be right back after I melt the butter. Now that I've melted the butter, I'll be adding a cup and 1/4 of sugar. I'm just going to add that. Now I'm not going to beat it with a mixer. I'm just going to mix it by hand. Just mix it all up really good. To this, I will add 2 eggs. You know, I've never made one of these pies, so I'm really kind of anxious to see what the flavor is going to be like. We had heard about this. A friend of my husband had heard about this pie. They went to a restaurant somewhere, and he ate it, and he said it was absolutely delicious. And I said, well, I've never heard it. My husband's grandmother never made it. My grandparents never made it. I'd never heard of it. Now that we've got our sugar and our egg together, our sugar and our butter together, 2 eggs going in. We'll mix this together. You know, this is the part I like, is just bringing the, whatever you're making, just bringing it together. Just mixing it up and getting it fixed. All right, the next thing that we'll add will be some vanilla flavoring, a tablespoon. We will also add 1/2 cup of sweetened coconut. Also, 1/2 cup chopped pecans. Now you see how easy this is coming together? Just keep mixing it up. I'm more or less folding. I'm not really mixing. I'm kind of folding the egg and the sugar. It already smells good. Now, the next ingredient we're going to add is going to be 1/2 cup of mashed up pinto beans. Now guys, if I had cooked some dried pinto beans, you know, out of the bag and had some left, I would have definitely used those, but I did not have any. So I did buy a can of pinto beans. I took these out. It said to wash these beans and drain them. So I did, and then mashed them up. So that's what I've done. So that the pinto beans are going in. So I'm going to kind of get this well blended. You know, I think this is going to be a really good pie. The guy that told my husband about it said that when they had it, they thought it was like really strange when they saw it on the menu, but they just had to try a piece, you know, because it was so odd to them. And so when they got it and they ate it, they were like, we didn't even taste the pinto beans. And I'm like, what? And they're like, no, we didn't even taste the pinto beans. And I said, oh, well, I've got to make one now that you've told me that. Now let me look at the recipe real quickly and make sure I haven't left anything out, because there's nothing worse when you're cooking just to leave one simple ingredient out. It can mess up the whole thing. I have everything I need in here. I'm going to pour it in a pie shell. I'll bring my pie shell right over here. We'll pour it out. I'm so excited about this. Okay, now that we've got all this together, let's put it in our pie shell. This is not a deep dish crust. It's just a traditional pie crust. Yes, you can make your own pie crust. But since I've never made this before, I thought I would just use a grocery store pie shell, pie crust. Let me bring you over a little closer so you can see what it looks like before I put it in the stove. Here is our pinto bean pecan pie. Now we're going to put it in the oven on 350 degrees. After I take it out, I'll let you guys know how long it took, and I'll serve you a piece. Guys, I just took the pie out of the oven. It's hot. It looks so good. Guys, the pie took 40 minutes to make. What do you think about this pie? I want you to see it. Let me come up a little closer. Guess what kind of pie it is? I made this pie and it smells delicious. It is, it's a pinto bean pie. No, I did not make the crust. I got the crust at the grocery, but I did make this pinto bean / pecan pie. So now, let's try a bite of this. All right, let's cut us a piece. Whew. Wow. It smells amazing. The first piece is always the hardest piece to get out of any pie or cake. Well, let's see. Oh, it dropped a little piece. Does that not look delicious? Pinto bean. I'm going to come right here. Pinto bean pie. Oh, it's hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, it's got the best flavor. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe this pie. I'm going to make this for every function that I go to. I cannot wait for the first person to say, "What kind of pie is that?" And then I'm going to tell them what it is. They won't believe it. When I heard it the first time, I didn't believe it either. Guys, thanks so much for joining me on the pinto bean pie today. I hope you enjoy it. If you make it, it's delicious to eat, and I hope you make you one. Thank y'all for coming by and stopping in my kitchen today. It means the world to me that you come in and you visit with me and we cook things together. I know people will love this pinto bean pie. It's remarkable, so make it. See if your family likes it. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and will you please subscribe to my channel? It helps me so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.